What's up, heroes? Jacob here from Love Sage Heroes. Gonna do a quick review on Onimusha Warlords on the Nintendo Switch. Onimusha Warlords is an action RPG adventure focused around samurai combat and a slight horror element. The game originally released on the PlayStation 2 in 2001, with an alternative version for the Xbox called Genma Onimusha, released in 2002. The game has a fair amount of blood to call for a mature rating and is single player only. I want to get started with the story. The story in Onimusha is clear and concise. There isn't a vast amount of background in the characters, but the story follows the protagonist, Samanosuke, to rescue his damsel in distress. Although this theme has been done before, Onimusha brings a unique presentation to feudal Japan. Since the story isn't all that original in its themes, but clear to understand the basis of what is going on, along with some books to collect to add to the lore, I give Onimusha Warlords a 3.5 out of 5. Going on to sound is better this go around with the newly added voiceover for Samanosuke and added soundtrack. Everything from the musical score to the sound effects have been fine-tuned, but this is not where the game exactly stands out. The sound is distinct enough to trigger nostalgia from when it originally came out, but overall, I'd say 4 out of 5 as a score is somewhat of a biased review, but I can't help myself, I love this game. Graphics fall very similarly to sound. Nothing great, good but not great. Comparing the original version to the re-release, there is a noticeable difference, and rightfully so. It's going on 2 decades from the first sale of Onimusha. The backgrounds that make up the scenery are filled with detail, but most of it isn't interactive and naturally at a low resolution. I gave the graphics a 4 out of 5 because of the environmental effect and what the design does to help immerse the gamer into the world and the story. Moving on to gameplay. Gameplay is why I love Onimusha. The game is gold as a Resident Evil style of gameplay, but with a totally unique approach. The game can almost be compared more so to Ninja Gaiden than a Resident Evil in terms of swordplay and faster paced combat. The most distinct element to the game is the weapon upgrading system and soul collection. It can be challenging at times to capture souls from fallen enemies before they fade away, while also continuing to combat oncoming threats. The weapon upgrades also add a leveling system that make Onimusha have an RPG factor that only increases the character development. There are also a couple armor upgrades and health and magic upgrades. A key indicator to me is how frustrating controls can be. Onimusha excels in terms of handling and the expressing of thought through the controller. I give the gameplay a 5 out of 5 due to its distinct and influential approach. Going on to replay value, I feel there is a strong amount of replay value due to the ranking delivered once you beat the game. It gives the player a reason to replay and do better. The game can also be beaten in under an hour given the right circumstances. That makes it a good candidate for speedruns. Onimusha also offers alternate outfits and unlockable achievements. If the right conditions are met, there is also an unlockable minigame that can be quite challenging for the first time through, which once completed, unlocks Ultimate Mode. Replay value in Onimusha is a 4 out of 5. As many games lack any reason to replay at all once beat. My final thoughts here, my opinion on Onimusha Warlords is buy this game. If you've never played through the game and seen all that it offers, I highly recommend it. For me, Onimusha has not lost its shine as a true gem and a staple in video game history. Due to the mark Onimusha left on the gaming industry, and based on how much this title stands out to me, I give Onimusha Warlords a 5 out of 5. Final score, 88%.